Hello and welcome to a brand new playthrough of Valheim. So, it has been a bit of a while since I played this game. Last time I uploaded it on YouTube, we tried to do a hardcore series. There's been a lot of game changes since then, so we're probably not going to do a hardcore run for our first playthrough here. Just so we can kind of experience all the new things, because I believe they changed like in mountains, they changed like in the plains, and then obviously they've added the Mistlands as well. So, lots of new stuff for us to check out. So we are just going to jump in and do a normal playthrough. One thing we are going to do slightly different though is we are going to try not to use portals, at least up until the end of the game as it is at the moment, so up until the Mistlands boss. So we're going to jump in today. We've got Enar 2 here, so if you remember the hardcore playthrough, we had Enar. This has got a little 2 eyes in it, so it's going to stand for Enar 2. And I've gone ahead and I've made the world already. So this is the seed here. I'll put it up on the screen as well. So if you do like the world when we're playing through it and you like the look of it, you can join in and copy the seed and give it a go yourself. But yeah, we're going to jump straight on into it here. I will meet you when we're in the landing zone so we can skip the boring intro. Here we are in a brand new Valheim world. Same old Hugin though. Good old Hugin here to share his wisdom of the Valheim world. So yeah, brand new world. Let's have a quick look at our map here. First things first, let's see what we've got around us. We've got some black forest over there, bit of a river and some meadows. Fantastic, cool. So, feels weird to be so naked. So we're going to have to quickly run around and we're going to have to gather some bits and pieces. We'll talk to Hugin and get all the tutorial bits and pieces out of the way. But first things first, let's have a quick look at where our first boss is going to be. Oh, he's right over there. Fantastic. So we've got a little bit of coastline up here. We know we've got Black Forest over here as well. So with this run, we're trying not to use portals. So we need to set up somewhere clever. So we need to think about what we're going to set up, because we don't want to be too far from the altar here, because if we want to change our powers, we don't want to have too big of a journey. We also need to be near water, because it's probably going to be one of our main uses of transport, or our main transport method. I'd also like to set up near the Black Forest in the beginning, just because it's going to be easier to get materials in the beginning and save us some time. So yeah, lots of things to think about, lots of things to do. So I'm probably just going to have a little bit of an explore and gather some bits and pieces and try and find somewhere to set our new homestead. So we'll have a little bit of an explore around here and see what we can find and see if we can find somewhere nice to set up. Okay, so I have gone around and I have scouted our starter island, and I think I have found somewhere super nice to kind of get started and start building and call home. So I stayed on our main island. I didn't cross the river yet, so we've got a little bit more exploring to do over this way at some point. But I did find an absolute ton of black forest. I found a crypt as well, and I found some copper. But all of this here is black forest. I kind of scouted the edge of it. I didn't want to go into it too much because we don't have very much on us. But yeah, really nice little place to start up over here. So we found this little island that's kind of separated off from everything, which is quite nice. So I thought we'd start over here. We've got a couple boars over this way as well, so we could even start a boar farm in that direction. So yeah, I thought we'd set up over here. We found a building that was already here, and we're kind of going to use that as a tool shed just to kind of get going. We'll drop down a couple of chests in here because we are actually full on our inventory. As you can see, we did quite a bit of looting as well. We got some flint. We've got some wood. We've got quite a few leather scraps already. Managed to kill a deer as well, so not all bad for starting off. So we're just going to throw down some bits and pieces in here, just so I can start storing some bits. And then this is kind of going to be our tool shed going forwards. And then we'll use this to build our very first place. And I'd like to build a little bit grand on the first place, just so we're kind of future-proofed and we've got loads of space for expansion. But yeah, we're going to make sure we've got loads of chest storage as well. I think I've used most of our wood there on chests to start off with, but that's not all bad because we're going to need to make this many chests at some point. We might as well make them now. Get a couple of upgrades on the go, because this stone axe is just not very good at all. And It's not great as a weapon. It's not great for cutting trees. So first two things we're going to make. First is the flint axe. Need to grab some scraps as well, which are down here. Let's take all of those out for a second. Next one, we want to make the crude bow as well. And we want to make the flint knife. And probably the hoe, because that's going to make it a bit easier for building later on. We can start leveling some of the floor out. And yeah, hopefully, there you go. That should be everything we need for now. We've got the bow, so we can go start hunting some deer down. I'm actually going to throw some of these useless tools in here, into our treasure chest. Well, that's the treasure chest for the time being anyway. But yeah, that should get us going. So I'm just going to go around and we're going to cut down some trees and gather some more materials. Just so we can kind of get something built and something going. So yeah, we'll level a little bit of land out and then see if we can get something started building today. Okay, so I've cleared the trees out around us just a little bit. So sort of open this place up. We've got 3 stacks of logs, which is, I believe, 100 per stack. So 300 bits of wood there. I think it'd be good start, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Unfortunately, we are going to have to cut down some more. Before we do that, though, I think I'd like to go out hunting, because I keep seeing deer over there. I've killed a couple on this island while gathering the trees. But I would like to go out, and now we've got the bow, we can kind of go out and do a little bit of that. So I think I'm going to go out, and I'm just going to gather a little bit more leather so we can start getting some upgrades going. It's starting to come together. We're starting to get quite a nice area here. I think once this is all flattened out, this could look quite nice. But yeah, I'm just going to run around for a little bit and kill some stuff, and then we'll come back and get some building done. Okay, so while out and about, we have found ourselves a 1-star boar. It's not 2-star, but it's a 1-star, which is pretty good. So we're actually going to try and get this one home if we can. I found him just down here by the Black Forest, so we've got a little bit of a way to walk home. But I think it'll be very much worth it. If we can get him home, we'll be absolutely loving life. We can start breeding those up, get some 1-star boars. We can farm all the scraps in the world that we're going to need. It's going to be really, really good. So we're going to try and run him back very, very carefully. Make sure he doesn't actually kill us as well, because that's a possibility. He is quite strong. But yeah, we're going to see if we can get him back to the house and then pen him in. We'll see if we can get him on the little island with the other 2, actually. Here we go. We've got him back. Good thing about having these stacks is we can just break them, and then we get wood instantly, which is really, really cool. We're going to bring this all the way over here. We need to make ourselves a little crafting bench on this island. Maybe put it about here. And then we're going to start building ourselves a little bit of a pen. So we'll kind of build it near-ish here. It's not going to be anything super fancy at the moment. But I was thinking anyway, we'll use this island for farming. So I think it makes sense to have the boars over here. We'll probably put the bees here soon as well when we get those going. But for the time being, we're just going to try and get this guy in here. Right, let's go see if we can make the other 2 angry as well, actually. Let's see if we can get all these boys over here. Come on. You want to be mad at me? You know you do. Come on. We only need 2 in here, so I'm not bothered about that 3rd one. Alright, see if we can get both of them in. That's 1. Get the other one in. Come on. Perfect. Look at that. Amazing. Right. So, let's see if we can drop down a couple little mushies for these guys. Maybe actually we'll drop down some raspberries. There you go. You guys have those. Wonderful. Right. That was quite a nice little trip. We managed to get 1-star boar. We've got quite a few deer hide on us. There's quite a few deer still spawning around near our island. So, that's pretty lucky. I believe actually we've got enough to make the first set of armor as well. Almost got enough to make the second upgrade as well for the workbench, but we can, I believe, get the first one in here. We just need to get 10 flint out. Perfect. Now we got a level 2 workbench. We can grab all of this here out and then come into here and make the full leather set. So this is going to give us quite a nice level of protection. And there we go. We got even more upgrades. Lovely stuff. We got quite a few trophies off of that as well. So I think if we make a couple more arrows, we should actually be good to fight Ecthia today, which would be the first boss. I don't think there's any time dawdling on it. We've got a little bit of fish there as well. Thank you very much. Put that in the meat chest. So yeah, I'm gonna go and gather some more wood, and then we'll see if we can get a little small humble building going today. And then yeah, go kill our first boss. Super exciting. Okay, lovely. So I have gone around and I've cut down all of the trees on this little island bit here. As you can see, I've got loads of little logs piled up here, and I've got a bit of a template laid out. I'll talk about that in just a second, but hopefully this here is going to be enough wood. That was everything that was on this island. I have a feeling we're probably going to run out, so I'm more than likely going to have to go and cut down a bunch of trees over there to finish this. We're going to see how far we get with it, and hopefully it's going to be enough to maybe at least get a roof on it. So as you can see, we've got a little bit of a floor plan here, as I was saying. We've got some steps here, so this is going to be one of our main entrances. That's where the double door is going to be. There is going to be like a little balcony sort of porch area across here with another little single entry side door. It's all going to lead over to the boars over there, which by the way are tamed. They're very happy. So we're going to start getting those breeded. I put down some food, so maybe they're already going. Over in the back here is where we're going to have our fires. So we're going to have 2 in the back here, 1 for the cauldron and 1 for the cooking sticks. And then up in this way, we're going to level this out and have it slightly raised up. And I think that this is where we're going to put our bedroom area. Just so it's kind of out the way, and then all the main crafting and chests and stuff will be down over in this section. So, with this build, we're going to try something I've never tried before. And we're going to try and do a free fly camera time lapse. So I'm going to give it a go. I'm not sure how this is going to go. If you don't see a video, you see a house built in the next couple of seconds, then it didn't work. But I'm going to give it a go because I think it'd be quite interesting. It'd be a nice little, something a bit different. Something a little bit different. But yeah, so I'm going to crack on. Hopefully you've got a cute time lapse covered up. We'll see how this looks in the end. Like I said, I've got no plan for this, so I have no idea what it's going to look like. But yeah, I'm just going to jump in straight into it and see what happens. There you go. I think I called it. We have actually completely run out of wood, and we're nowhere near done. Nowhere near. I didn't realise how much wood this thing was going to take, but now we know. So I'm just going to go cut down that entire forest over there, and then see if we can get this done today. But we have done all right, so I'll quickly go over what we've done so far. We've got the framework in. We've got the roof in. Somehow this hasn't fallen down. I'm as surprised as you are. I have no idea how this is staying up, but it's staying up, so you know what? I'm not even going to question it for the time being. So, I'm going to go cut down some more wood, try and gather enough to try and get this done today. And yeah, I'll try and crack on with the rest of it and hopefully get something together. At least we got a roof on this side. I'm happy we managed to finish this at the very least. But yeah, I'm going to go cut down some more trees. And yeah, just get a ton more wood to finish this. Right, lovely stuff. I have gone and I have absolutely decimated all the trees over there. And I think we should have enough wood to get this finished now. So, we've got about 32 stacks of wood in here. I think it looked like a lot more when we had it all laid out in the piles. And it just wasn't as much as I thought it was. But putting it in the chest now, I can kind of see how much this is roughly. If you think each one of these would be a stack on the floor, 32 stacks. And I think we probably had about 10 or 12 beforehand. So yeah, I completely underestimated it, but it should be enough to get us going. So we're going to jump into a second part of the time lapse now and see if we can get this building done and completed, and then we can go kill Egtia and take on our first boss today. So yeah, let's crack on with this and get this finished. Lovely. So, as you can see, we have got everything done. There's some little finishing touches we do have to put around here and there. Some little bits of tidying up, but I think this is good enough. We've got a nice little bit of detail on the inside. Nothing too extravagant. Once we get some nicer wood and some nails, we can really start sprucing this place up a little bit more. We'll get some core wood and mix it in as well. But for a starting base, I think we've done a fairly good job. We've gone and got the beehives in over there as well. And I've moved everything over from the little storage shack over there to over here. As you can see, we've got a bed here. However, at the moment, I would like to eventually put it up here, and this would be the bedroom. But I need it near the fire for the time being, so we're going to leave it down there. Later on, we can figure something out to get it all the way up there. But very, very happy with this overall. It's something we kind of threw together. I didn't really have a plan in mind when doing it, and I think it's come together quite nicely. It looks quite nice. So, with that done, there's only one thing left to do today, and that is go and fight the first boss. And let's get our trophy and get our first power going. Lovely. So here we are at the altar for our first boss. We've got trophies on us. We've got fire arrows. I made 200 because these are going to be quite useful for when we get to trolls. We've got some good food cooked up. We've got honey for stamina. I think we're good to go. And I've got 4 lots of trophies on us, which allows us to kill this thing twice. Because we want to put one head on the altar. And I'd very much like to put one head above our brand new fireplace. So, I'll crack on with this today and just go for it. I did put an upgrade on the bow as well, so hopefully this is going to last. We're going to have the durability for it. Where's he going to spawn? Right in there. Damn it. Too soon. Sometimes if you get one off soon enough, he won't actually see you, and you can get some sneak damage on him. But I don't think we got that. Lovely. Shouldn't be too difficult of a fight. These fire arrows seem to take him down pretty quickly. Just got to stay out the way of him and make sure he doesn't hit us too many times too quickly. But yeah, not going to last very long at all here. Again, this isn't too bad of a boss. It's kind of almost a tutorial boss. Little warm-up one. Lovely, and I'm not even going to wait. Let's just go ahead and get... Oh, that way, please. Yeah, there we go. Let's spawn another one in. So there we go. There's our trophy and our hard antlers, which is going to allow us to make our very first pickaxe. Exciting times. And lovely stuff. That is number 2. So we should have 2 trophies now. We've got 6 hard antlers, which is going to allow us to make 6 different pickaxes. But we'll quickly head back to the stone. We'll place this thing on the altar. And then I think that is where we're going to end this episode today. It's been quite a long time making this one, actually. It's been over a week for me. But I've really, really enjoyed it. We've got an awesome starting base. Really good starting location. And just, I've kind of taken my time. And I've actually really enjoyed. I think we're on day 13. Oh, also, we did die, by the way. I'll put the clip in there of what happened there. But, yeah. Lovely. He's going to tell us to hang it on the hook. Let's just hang our first trophy up here. And there we go. 1 out of 6. 1 out of 6. In the first episode, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. It's going to take us a bit longer to get the rest of these, but not too shabby until we can activate that power as well and fuse ourselves with the power with Egthia. And now we can run and jump for an extra 5 minutes for a lot less stamina, which is nice. Lovely stuff, and we have made it home. Fantastic. So, all in all, fairly productive first episode, I'd say. I'm really, really happy with this house. Really happy with how it's turned out. Again, we've still got loads of little fine details to put in here, but that's going to come once we unlock some more stuff down the line. We've got our first boss beaten, and we've got a trophy to hang right above our fireplace here whenever we get the materials to be able to do that. So I'm going to pop that up in there for the time being. But yeah, thank you guys very much. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. I've very much enjoyed it. I've kind of liked taking my time on the beginning here. I think we're almost 20 days in. And we've only just done the first boss, so yeah, I'm very excited for the rest of it. Get to go off and adventure into the Black Forest next time. We've already got some copper marked and we've already got a crit mark, so we'll get straight on those next time. We won't delay getting some metal and start getting our smithing area set up over here as well. But yes, thank you guys very much. I hope you guys have enjoyed today. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I shall catch you in the next episode. Goodbye.